So welcome to the mat class. So in this session we're going to be working on strengthening the core first. So talking about the stomach, lower back, sides, glutes and also hip flexors as well. And then once we've done that we're going to go into some body weight exercises and then we're going to go into some balance and stability stuff. So first of all we're going to get onto the mat. So make sure you've got a mat. And then we're just going to sit on the mat. And then take you back down. So feet roughly about hip width apart. Soles of the feet flat on the floor. Hands down by your side. And we're just going to go for 30 seconds. We're going to do 2 different exercises here. So the first one we're going to activate the core. Okay, so what I want to do is just pull up. Engage the pelvic floor muscles. Then we're going to pull the belly button in, engage the core a bit more, and the back should just flatten out a little bit more. So for some people it will go dead flat, for other people it will just be a slighter arch in the lower back. So we're going to go 30 seconds. So as we breathe out, we're going to engage that core. And then as we breathe in, we're just going to let go. And then again, we're just going to activate the pelvic floor muscle, then the core, flatten the back out. And then as we breathe in, just release. And relax. Right, so now we're going to interlock the fingers behind the back of the head. So I don't want you to pull in on the head. We're going to be coming up from the core. Feet are nice and flat. We're engaging the pelvic floor again, keeping the back nice and neutral. And let's go. So the lower back's not actually moving. And the hips are not moving. And it's all coming from the core. So the elbows should be in your peripheral vision. You should be able to see your elbows. And they're not coming in and then back out as we move. They're staying fixed. Relax. And then hands down by the side. We're going to go back into the pelvic floor and core activation. So as we breathe out, engage. And then as you breathe in, relax. It's just a subtle movement. And relax. Right, so now we're going to interlock the fingers behind the back of the head again. Okay, just cradling the head so we're not pulling on the head. And let's go. So we're just going to crunch up, nice and easy. And back down. So it's nice, slow, controlled movement. Again, so we're not getting that movement from the lumbar area. And relax, nice. So the next one we're going to go into the heel taps. So we're going to keep the back nice and flat, shoulders down. We're going to engage the core. Okay, and then we're just going to bring one leg up to tabletop and then the other. Keeping the hips and the core nice and fixed. We're just going to tap down the foot or the heel and then switch. So just nice and easy. Nice, slow and controlled movement as well. And then take one down and then the other. Just relax the core for a bit. The next one, we're going to interlock the fingers behind the back. We're going to come into the chest lift. We're going to stay there. Then we're just going to rotate to one side. As we breathe in, as we breathe out, back to center. As we breathe in, back to the other side. And we're just looking at the outside of the knee. So we're not twisting too much and we're not doing any lateral flexion with this. So nice and easy. Get yourself ready and let's go. So breathe in, twist, breathe out, back to center, breathe in, twist, breathe out, back to center. So it's quite a small movement, it's not big. And then place the head back down. Again, hands down by your side. Engage the core, one leg up to tabletop, then the other, knees at 90, hips at 90, and let's go. So again, that nice controlled movement. Making sure that spine stays in that nice neutral position by engaging the core. And relax, one leg down and then the other. Feet hip width apart. Interlocking fingers behind the back of the head. And then we're just going to come up and then rotate. So again, nice small motions or movements. Just looking at the outside of the knee, back to center, and then again, so it's slow, controlled movement. We're not rushing anything here. And then take the head back down, relax the hands. The next one we're going to go into is reverse plank. And then we're going to go into the side plank as well. So we're going to place the hands behind the back here, down by the sides. And all you're going to do is going to engage the core. And then we're just going to come up to that straight position. Okay. So just bringing the body up so it's nice and neutral all the way through. So feet hip width apart. Take the hands back. And let's go. So we're just going to hold it there, engaging the core, making sure the hips are nice and high, so we're in that nice neutral position all the way through. And we're pushing into the hands as well. We're opening up the chest, and we're not sinking in to that spine. And relax. And then we're just going to take it round now to the side plank. So if you're a beginner of side plank, you might want to bend the bottom leg and just come off like this. If you're slightly more advanced with core work, we can come up to that full plank as well. So elbow underneath the shoulder, heel, or should I say ankle, knee, hips and shoulder in alignment. And let's go. We're just going to hold it there. So this should be nice and straight through here. And you should have some kind of straightness all the way through here as well. Again, don't let yourself just fall in to the shoulder. Push through and the elbow through to the ground. So we're holding it up nicely. And relax, and then we're just going to bring the legs round and onto the other side. So again, same applies. Keep that elbow underneath the shoulder and then make sure that the ankle, knee, hip and shoulder in alignment this way. Engage the core and then bring it up. And we should be nice and straight through here as well. Again, push into that elbow so don't sink into the shoulder. And just try and keep that head Nice and neutral with the spine, so we're not dropping it or not bringing it up. And relax. Nice. Right, I'll go this side next, so I might as well. I'm here. So we're going to go back into the reverse plank. So hands by side, and let's go. So again, we're trying to keep that head in that nice neutral position as well. It's quite hard with this one. We have a tendency to come up. And bring it back down. And then we're going to go back to the first side that we started on with the side plank. So again, if you could do the full 30 seconds, we will stay in the full plank. If you couldn't, just go back to the half plank off of the knee, side plank. Get yourself ready. In alignment, nice and straight. Let's go. And relax, nice work. Right, switch sides. So just nice and easy. Again, line everything up first to start off with. Think about engaging the core. And let's go. And relax down, nice. So that's that one done. So the next one we're going to go into is going to be the reverse curl. So again, we're just going to take the hands back. We're going to lean back slightly. We're going to engage the core. We're just going to bring the knees up. Then we're going to extend the legs out. Bring the legs back in. Okay? So nice and strong. 30 seconds. Let's go. Again, keeping that back nice and neutral, engaging that core. And relax. Well done. And then we're just going to take it down onto your back, soles of the feet on the floor, hip width apart, and you should be able to touch the back of the heels with the tips of your fingers. Relax the hands down, shoulders down. Then what we're going to do is we're going to engage the core from here. And we're just going to push through the heels, come up to that bridge. Nice and neutral through here, so no pushing through that lower back. And then back down. And let's go. So engaging the core. Pushing through. Don't let the knees collapse inwards or come outwards. Keep those in that nice neutral position. And relax. We're going to go back into the reverse curls. So if you did find them too hard, then put your feet down, bring it up, bring it down, put your feet down, bring it up, bring it down, feet down. So you're just having that little bit of a break in between. And let's go. Relax, well done. So back into the bridge. So onto the back, soles of the feet, nice and flat, hip width apart, touching the back of the heels with the tips of the fingers, shoulders down and relaxed. Back in that nice neutral position, we're going to engage the core and lift. So try and push through nice and evenly as well, through both feet, keeping those hips nice and level as well. And last one, so back down and relax. Right, so for the next one, we're going to come onto our side. So just going to put your hand where's comfortable. So might not be right up straight over the head. Might be just slightly forward, depending on your mobility in the shoulder. And then from here, if you want to, you can bend the bottom leg for more stability, or you can keep it straight, and then you have to add more core stability. We're going to bring the hips over slightly. We're going to engage the core. We're going to go into the side leg lift, but with the hip coming over slightly. So we're not opening up from the hip. We're actually just bringing it over slightly so we can work the glute area more. Okay, right, ready? Let's go. Again, keeping everything nice and neutral. A nice, slow, controlled manner as well. And relax. So now we're just going to bend the top leg, relax that down. Just get on the mat. And then the same applies, but this time what we're going to do is bring the bottom leg up and back down. Nice and controlled. Let's go. And we're not trying to relax the foot down at the bottom as well. We're keeping that muscle under tension. And relax. And we're just going to go back into that side leg lift. So again, whatever one you've done, engage the core, hips over, and let's go. And relax, nice. So we're just going to bend that top leg. Again in that same position, and we're lifting the bottom leg up, and let's go. And relax, nice work. Right, so we're just going to switch sides. So coming up, and then just ease it back over. Again, get yourself in that nice comfortable position. Make sure everything's nice and neutral, nice and comfortable with the head. And again, we're just going to bring that top hip over. And let's go. And again, it's nice and controlled. And you should feel that glute starting to fire up. And relax. Then we're just going to bend that top leg. Nice and comfortable. Relax it down. And then we're just going to come up with the bottom leg. Again, just nice and controlled. And then back into the top leg. So again, everything nice and neutral, hip slightly over, and let's go. And relax. So again, just taking that top leg, bending it at 90, and lifting up the inner leg or the bottom leg. And remember just to breathe through this one, so don't hold your breath. And relax. Nice. So the next one we're going to go into is going to be the plank. So we're going to do the plank off the knees for the first one. Okay, just want you to, even if you can do the full plank, but if you're doing the full plank, then make sure that you are doing it correctly and you're not bending from the lower back. So you're not straining too much. So we're going to come into that pelvic tilt to start off with, a bit like engaging the core when we've done the activation. You're going to do the same movement, flatten the back out into that neutral position. So there might be a slight curve. And then from here, we're going to hold it there. Okay, so get yourself ready. So engage the core and then bring the hips up. So again, so we're nice and kind of neutral through here. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. And if you want to, you can have the feeling of bringing the elbows down and bringing the knees up. So you're activating and locking in that core just a little bit more. And relax. So for the next one, we're going to go into back extension. So you're going to have your hands down by the side. And we're going to engage the core. And we're going to breathe in. We're going to come up, but not from the lower back. We're going to engage the core, just come up from the thoracic area as much as possible and back down. So it's more of an up mid-back exercise than lower back. And let's go. And relax. So we're just going to bring those elbows underneath the shoulders again. We're going to engage the core first. So engage and then hips up a little bit. Hold. And then if you want to, bring elbows down and knees up, helping to activate that core. Again, we're not allowing the shoulders to drop into it either. And relax. Nice. So back into the back extension. So tuck the chin in, looking down at the ground, hands at the side. And then we're just going to breathe in, come up, and back down. So again, we're not getting into that lower back. We'll focus on bringing it up from the top, mid-back. And relax. Right, so for the next one, we're going to come onto the side to start off with. Again, we're going to lay down, legs out in front, just slightly. So if you've got tight hip flexors, you might not want to be dead straight here. You might just want to just bring the feet just slightly forward. I'm talking an inch maybe, just to flatten out the back. Okay, just to keep that back in a neutral position. If you feel that you're coming back and your back's bending, then just bring the legs forward, engage the core, relax the head down, and all we're going to do is just breathe in, bring the both feet up, and then breathe out back down. It's just nice and controlled with this one, and we're actually trying to get the bottom side here to touch the mat. Okay, so we're actually bringing that up and then back down. So ready? Nice and strong. Put your hand out here if you want to, just for stability. And we're just pinning the legs together as well. So you should feel this in the obliques. And back down. And then we're going to switch sides. So just bring the legs round. Again, get yourself in that nice line here. Maybe feet just slightly outwards, just to protect that lower back and keep it in a neutral position. And let's go. So we're just going to come up and back down. And relax, nice. So we're going to roll round onto our stomachs next. We're going to have the forehead on the floor, and then we're just going to bring the hands out in line roughly with the shoulders, maybe just slightly lower. We don't want the shoulders up by the ears, we want the shoulders down. And then from here we're just going to lift the arms off the ground, squeeze the scapula back down just before we touch and back up. So get yourself ready, engage the core, let's go. And relax, nice. So we're just going to come up to a seated position, and then we're just going to switch over to this side, so the side that we started with first. So again, make sure everything's in alignment, nice and straight, get yourself nice and comfortable. Feet slightly out in front if you need to be. And let's go. Stick the legs together. And again, nice and controlled movement, nice and slow. And relax, nice. Right, so coming up to a seated position, bring the legs round. Again, getting that nice neutral position. Feet slightly forward, if need be. And let's go. So again, hand out in front just for stability. And relax. We're going to go round onto our stomach. And again, hands out nice and wide. We're going to go into the T-back extensions, forehead on the floor, engaging the core, shoulders down, and then squeezing, bring the hands up, squeeze the scapula together, and back down. And relax, nice. So, right, we're going to come up to a standing position now, and then we're just going to go through some body work stuff. Right, so now we're just going to go through some body weight exercises. So we're going to go through some lunges at first. So we're just going to stand roughly about hip width apart, nice and tall from the crown of the head. And we're just going to lunge backwards, okay? So again, making sure that knee doesn't collapse inwards. And then coming back up. Yeah, so get yourself ready, pick a leg, and let's go. So again, as you're taking that leg back as well, just think about being on a railway track. So as you're stepping back, you're still hip width apart. That knee's not dropping in, that knee's staying there, the hip's not poking out to the side. Everything's nice and neutral. And we're standing up at the top of the position, so we're keeping nice and neutral there. Now we're going to switch legs. And let's go. So again, same applies. Again, if you feel that you're getting too tired, that's fine. Shake the legs out, join back in on the next one. And change legs. And we're going to go straight in. And we're nearly there. And relax. Good, shake it out, change legs. And shake it out, well done. Right. Whew. Nice deep breath in and out. So the next one's going to be the squat. So nice wide stance. back nice and neutral, engaging the core. We're just going to drop the glutes down, and again make sure that the knees don't come inwards. As we squat down, push the knees out slightly, but keep the feet flat still, so we're not coming out on the edges of the feet. Okay, nice and strong, and let's go. We're just coming down where is comfortable for you. And again, at the top position, squeezing the glutes, nice and neutral, and then back down. And shake it out. So the next one, we're going to go into some calf raises. Okay, so feet hip width apart. If you're close to some stairs, you can run and use some stairs for 30 seconds. Okay, so just getting the heels down a little bit lower than the balls of the feet. If not, we can do it from here. Toes nice and wide, up onto the balls of the feet. And let's go. So again, trying to keep it nice and even through both feet. And engaging the core. Just to keep that nice posture. And relax. So shake it out. We're going to come back into those squats again. To that nice wideish position. Okay, get yourself ready. Back nice and straight. Drop the glutes down. Nice. Ooh, shake it out, nice. Alright, just get your breath there. And then we're just going to get the toes nice and wide. Okay, onto those balls of the feet. Feet obviously hip width apart, engaging the core. Nice and tall from the crown of the head. And let's go. Good, looking good. Keep it nice and even. And relax, shake it out. Alright, so the next one we're going to go into is a hip hinge or hip hike, should I say. So we're going to take 1 foot back and just come onto the toes. And just for slight balance, we don't want to actually balance too much. We're on the front leg. And what we're going to do here, just going to drop this hip down. And then we're just going to push through this leg, and then we're just going to straighten up or just come just over neutral with the hip. So the hip's coming up a little bit. Really squeezing into this glute, coming back down. So you should feel that this glute's doing the work to bring you back up, okay? So get yourself ready. Let's go. So you're bending the knees slightly as well. And it's only just a subtle movement. Sometimes it's 1 inch or 2. And you should really feel this glute here start to fire up. It's a nice one, this one. And shake it out, change legs, especially after all the glute stuff we've been doing on the floor. Right, so get the weight over the front of the leg, just balancing a little bit with this leg. And let's go. Really get that sense as well of really pushing through that leg. So you're pushing down. And it's bringing this hip up. And switch sides. So you should be getting into the flow of this movement now, but really have to think about it. Just nice and controlled as well. Just dropping that hip down. This one comes out a little bit as well to the side. And we're just strengthening through that glute nicely. And shake it out. All right, so we've got one more. My glute is on fire. And we've still got the stability stuff to go as well, so should be interesting. Right, weight onto the front foot. Just a little bit of stability for the back one. And let's go. Nearly there. And relax. Good. Shake it out. Give him a nice little slap. Right, so after all that, we're going to start doing some stability work now. So this is going to be challenging because obviously we've just worked the core region and the glutes as well, which is part of the core. So we're going to come up onto one leg now. So nice and tall from the crown of the head. We're going to come up onto one leg, bring the leg forward, and we're just going to come across the body and then back out. So have a bit of fun with this. You might fall over or just fall onto the other leg. That's fine. Just come back up, center back down, carry back on. It is what it is. Some days you're going to be ultra stable. Other days you will be slightly off. So whatever it is for you, just enjoy it. Right, so let's go onto one leg. So again, this is controlled movement. It's quite slow because you're still trying to keep that stability and balance. Try and keep the hips as level as possible. And change legs. Nice work. So everyone's got a good leg. Everyone's got one of those legs that just need that little bit more attention and work. And this is the one for me on this side. So it's all good fun. And shake it out, change legs. So we're just going to do the same again. So coming across the body, you should have this off by heart now. And you will at the end of this challenge. And switch legs. So again, get nice and stable first. And let's go. And relax, nice. Good work. Right, so for the next one, we're going to go into flexion and then hip extension. Okay, so for this one, as you go into extension, don't want you bending into the lower back. Engage the core, just squeeze the glute back and then back up to knee in line with the hip. Okay, so again, we're going to go onto that one leg. And let's go. I'm just going to bring it up. Take it back, squeeze the glute and back up. So just keeping it nice and easy, nice and controlled as well. And shake it out. Right, onto the other leg. And let's go. Squeezing the glute at the bottom of that position. So we're just going into a slight hip extension. As we get nice and stable there as well. Good. And switch legs. So again, starting with that knee lift. And then into extension. Engaging that core. Nice and stable through this leg. That knee slightly bent as well. Shoulders back and down. So relaxing the upper body. And switch sides. So again, get nice and stable. And let's go. And relax. Must be a good balancing day for me today. Not doing too bad. So the next one we're going to do is the reach. So again, engaging the core, back nice and neutral. And then all you're going to do, bend the knees slightly that you're standing on, the leg that you're standing on. And we're just going to come back, keeping the hips nice and level, stretch outwards, point outwards with the big toe, and then come back into that standing position, nice and neutral, not pushing through the hips. So just stopping here. Nice glute activation. So ready? Let's go. Good. It's that full concentration. Again, it's a nice, slow, controlled movement as well. Nice little finisher as well, that one. Good. And then we're going to switch sides. So again, get that weight down, bend the knee slightly, engage the core, and then we're going to reach. Did I speak too soon about being balanced today? Yep. Okay, coming up. Good, nice work. Good, think about that balance. Good, nearly there. And relax, shake it out. Nice work. Give yourself a clap. Well done, and we'll see you on the next session. Take care.